Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. And half of this year is basically over. The time goes by so fast, especially when you get older guys. I'm getting older and time just flies by. Like I moved in to my new place like 2 months ago, and it's been moving super duper fast, and I feel like it's gonna be Christmas before you know it, you know what I mean? So yeah. So this is my list of the top performers right now that you can get online, right? So like Nike.com, Adidas, Under Armour, like Way of Wade and stuff like that. NewBalance.com, the Muji. So shoes that are still like available, right? So there's no PG6 anymore, which makes me super sad. And there are so many rumors that the PG line is being discontinued, which also makes me super duper sad. And also Jaws. It's not even on Nike, right? The Jaw 1 is not even on Nike anymore just because he did some not so smart stuff. You know what I mean? But anyways, of course, this list is just my personal opinion and what I want in a basketball shoe. So what I want in a basketball shoe, like some categories that are super duper important to me, is traction. Traction is very, very important. I don't want to be sliding around when I'm hooping. I want very, very good traction. Cushion, I want something responsive, right? Good step in comfort, nothing too crazy, nothing too bouncy, not too much compression. It's just the right amount for me, just a little bit, and just a nice subtle bounce, nothing too bouncy, right? I want a lightweight shoe with adequate support, and that's about it. Material honestly isn't super important to me, you know, as long as it's thin, as long as it's supportive, and it conforms to my foot pretty damn well, and it doesn't really pinch or anything. Then whatever material they're using, I'm fine with it, right? So again, if you guys do want to get any issues, I try to leave the link in the description box, but let's get started off with the New Balance 2-Way V3. So the New Balance 2-Way V3 is the only basketball shoe that New Balance has on their website right now, besides their kind of like older shoes that they have on there, which is kind of weird. But yeah, because the Fresh Foam BB and the Kawhi 3 had some like defects or something, so they recalled them, which nice, New Balance. You know who should have recalled their shoes when they should have? Under Armour. Under Armour, and they didn't even issue a statement or anything for the Curry 6. You guys remember the Curry 6? So the Curry 6 had that defect, remember? And then there was a lot of news about it, but they didn't say anything about the defect or anything, you know? And then, like a little bit after that, they had a one-piece outsole where it doesn't peel off. So it's like, that's kind of weird, right? Anyways, 2-Way V3 is a really, really good performer for a very, very good price, $120. The full-length fuel cell is very, very nice. You have a very, very good core feel, but you also have a nice little subtle bounce and a nice little compression in the heel as well. Traction is very, very solid. However, you do need a break in the traction a little bit. Material feels very, very good too. You know, it's kind of like a very tightly woven textile material. It's supportive. It conforms to your foot very well, and also it's on the thinner side of things too. Supportive shoe. So the 2-Way V3 is a great option. Next, we got basically any flow shoe, any Curry shoe, right? So the Curry 8, Curry 9, I'm so sick of the flow, man. And the Curry 11 has been leaked. Hopefully it's a little bit different, but I don't know. I don't have my hopes up. My expectations are low, right? Curry 4, freaking Flowtro, right? Curry 1 low Flowtro, Curry 2 low Flowtro. So yeah, all of them have terrible cushions. So if you're looking for anything in the cushion department, obviously it's not the best, but if you're looking for something super responsive, lightweight, with amazing, like too good traction, right? Super minimal upper, great support and stuff like that, then any of those Currys are very, very good. Even the Flow Future X2, super duper nice, right? So there is that. Next, we got the Adidas Harden Volume 70, and the only downside of the Harden Volume 7 is the weight. The Harden Volume 7 is pretty damn heavy. It's like 15 point something ounces. So that's definitely on the heavier side of things. However, it's not super bulky or anything, and also it's a very, very responsive feeling shoe, meaning like I feel very quick when I'm playing it just because the traction is super duper good, right? It does pick up a little bit of dust, but very, very easy to wipe off. The cushion also is really nice. You're very low to the ground. However, you have that cutout in the heel, and also the stroke board is on the softer side of things, so step in comfort is very, very good. Impact protection is super duper good for how low to the ground you are. And also I love that one booty upper knit that they have going on in the Hardens. It's kind of like a sock, but then you have like all that material, like that parka material in the midfoot, kind of going over all that for very, very good support. So yeah, amazing performer. It's just the weight, right? All right, next we got the LeBron 20. And the LeBron 20, dude, I see so many people in LeBron. It's so good to see, right? I saw nobody in the LeBron 19s. Not a whole lot of LeBron 18s. 17s, 16, I saw a good amount of people. LeBron 15, same thing. But I feel like the LeBron 20, I see literally, I feel like half of the people, whenever I go play a ball, half of the people that are playing at a given time, which is like 20, 30 people at the gym, are wearing LeBron 20s. So yeah, LeBron 20s are freaking amazing. Traction is top tier. Cushion is super duper nice. A lot of compression. Zoom turbo in the forefoot is bouncy. Impact protection is great. Pretty good court feel. Average weight shoe, however, super responsive. Support is great. And same thing with the LeBron Next Gen, right? The LeBron Next Gen is a little bit different. You know, if you guys want a full breakdown, if you guys want to know all the little differences, then you guys can check out, you know, the Versus video. But the Next Gen is $40 cheaper. It's 160 bucks. However, it feels very similar to LeBron 20. So the Next Gen is a very good performer. Next, we got the KD15s, and a lot of you guys would, not a lot, but a few of you guys would probably disagree, just because I know a couple of people where, you know, you guys experience really bad heel slippage. But for the most part, for me, it was all right. You know, it had a little bit of heel slippage, but it wasn't a huge deal. It wasn't a deal breaker really at all. It's just kind of annoying, and I got used to it once I kept playing it, right? And I feel like that was the case for a lot of people too. And also, like, I see a lot of people in the KD15s. So I see a lot of KD15s and a lot of LeBron 20s. And for good reason. The KD15, top tier traction, you have full length zoom strobo, right? I'm super duper excited kind of about the KD16, but they did change up the cushioning setup, so I don't know how to feel about that. But I mean, the Zion 2, it has a very similar setup to the Zion 2, which I guess, you know, I did like the Zion 2 cushioning setup, so we'll have to see on the KD16. However, the KD15, very minimal upper, support is great. It's just the heel slippage, right? So just be careful on that. Next, we got the Nike Jaw 1. The Jaw 1 is freaking amazing. I love playing in that shoe. It's just, you can't get it. You can't get it, which makes me sad, you know, just because Nike just, they don't sell it right now. They did release that kind of mismatched, I forgot what the name of the colorway was, but they did release it on sneakers, which was weird. But they pulled every other colorway from their website, Nike.com. Anyways, the traction is really good. Like, it's top tier traction, amazing freaking traction. It's cheap too. It's 110 bucks. It's a first signature shoe, right? So they're trying to like not put too much tech into the shoe, but the cushion also is really nice. You know, you have top loaded forefoot zoom unit, which has a nice little subtle bounce to it. The foam in the heel has a nice little compression too. Impact protection is great. Also, you have good court feel, right? Super duper supportive shoe. Not the most minimal feeling upper, however, it's not bulky really at all. And I do like the plush like foam in the tongue, right? It's very comfortable on top of your foot, and also on the sides, like where your ankle bone is. It feels very plush there as well. So the Jaw 1 is an amazing performer, and hopefully Nike puts them back up on their website with better colorways, or with more colorways. I would be very happy, but it's not looking too good so far, right? All right, next we got the Wave Weight Son of Flash. The Son of Flash is an amazing shoe, and in my personal opinion, it's the best looking shoe on this list. Besides, I like the Jaw 1s and the LeBron 20s, but other than that, Son of Flash is definitely one up there, right? Traction is absolutely amazing, a top tier traction, bites through dust really well too. The cushion is more on the responsive side of things, right? It has a forefoot and heel boom pod. However, it's still pretty damn nice, right? You do feel the boom like in those areas, obviously, and stepping cover is pretty nice. You have a little bit of, you know, heel compression. Overall impact protection is adequate, not the best of course, but it's adequate. You have pretty good core feel too. Material is overall thin but super duper supportive, and you feel very quick and responsive when you're playing in that shoe. So the Son of Flash is an amazing option. Next, we got the WOW 10, and I wonder, I feel like the WOW 10 has been out for a while. So I'm super duper excited about the WOW 11. I wonder what they're gonna have on that shoe, and I wonder what it's going to look like. But the WOW 10, it's been on a lot of lists. You guys already know it's an amazing performer. Traction is solid. Cushion with the full length boom is really nice. It's probably one of my favorite cushioning setups on this list. I think, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's better than full length zoom stroll, just because full length zoom stroll is a little bit too much for me at times, right? But the WOW 10 cushion is just amazing, just like every day. I could use it every day. You know, step and cover, it's great. You have good compression, a nice little subtle bounce, super thin material, super supportive shoe as well. The only bad thing about the Wild 10 is that it's expensive. So there's that. Next, we got the 808-2, and I'm talking pretty much every single version. The 808-2, 808-2 V2, 808-2 Ultra, and the 808-2 Ultra V2, right? So if you want to know the differences, you know, you can check out in detail like the versus videos. But the 808-2, if you want like a Kobe-esque shoe, a shoe that you know, reminds me a lot of Kobe's, like the Kobe 8, Kobe 9, Kobe 11, it's a great option. The 808-2 is 120 bucks if I remember correctly, but yeah, amazing top tier traction. You got a better cushion than Kobe's, just because Lunarlon bottoms out very quickly. It's supportive, it's a thin upper as well. And if you want a shoe that has a little bit better cushion but feels very similar to a Kobe as well, try out the Series Player Only Player 1, right? So it looks like a Kobe 8 and also Kobe 11 kind of like put together. Traction is really good, and they also have a separate drop-in midsole that you can purchase, right? It's 30 bucks. It has better cushion than the 808-2 and also way better cushion than all the Kobe's, right? So you have nice compression, nice little bounce. It's very good impact protection, very thin upper, but also super supportive, right? I didn't really have any issues with support. So yeah, Player 1, a very good option. And last but not least, we got the Speed 9 Premium, which is super duper cheap. It's going for $94 on Famuji, right? So traction is top tier. Cushion is super responsive, right? I would say it's very good for court feel, and adequate impact protection, right? Definitely not the best for impact protection, but it's good impact protection for how low to the ground you are. Step and comfort is also pretty nice. Material, it's just the Speed 9 Premium is definitely one of the most minimal feeling shoes on this list. Super duper lightweight and very minimal. And support also is adequate. I would say it's around the same as a PG6. So if you want a lot of support, then it's not the best option. But for me, it was adequate enough, and I feel like for most people it'll be adequate. So the Speed 9 Premium also is up there, right? So yeah, that's my list for some of the best shoes that you can get right now. If you guys disagree with the list, tell us what shoe I missed down in the comment section below. And again, if you guys do want to get any shoes, I'll try to leave the link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.